In example 3, we want to simplify the expressions. So what we're doing to simplify the expressions is to make sure there are no perfect square factors other than 1 underneath that radical. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our list of perfect squares. So I'm going to list that over here on the right. So here's our perfect squares. And remember, our perfect squares just come by multiplying a number by itself. So 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 3 is 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 8 times 8, 64, 9 times 9, 81, we get to 100, 11 times 11 is 121, 144, 169, and so forth. So what we want to do is we're going to take a look at the square root of 50. And we're going to take all the numbers that are smaller than 50, starting with the biggest number smaller than 50. So if I look at, here's 64, here's 49. So I'm going to start with 49, and I need to know, does 49 go into 50 evenly? And the answer to that is no. Then I look for 36. Can I divide 50 by 36 evenly? If you don't know, divide it on your calculator. Take 50, divide it by 36. If you get a whole number, then it can be divided. If you get a decimal, then it can't be. So 36 doesn't work. If I take 25 and put it into 50, so 50 divided by 25, I get 2, which means the biggest perfect square that goes into 50 evenly is 25. So I'm going to take and split this up. The square root of 50 is the same thing as saying the square root of 25 times the square root of 2. Okay, 25 times 2 is still 50, but I can break them up in separately. And the square root of 25, I know, is just 5. So it comes out. So the square root of 25 is just 5, just like back in example 1. And then I still have this square root of 2 that I'm multiplying by. So I get 5 times the square root of 2. Let's try another one together. Letter B. We're looking at the square root of 48. So I want to find my biggest number closest to 48, which would be 36. And I want to know, is 48 divisible by 36? Again, if you don't know the answer to that, you can always divide it on your calculator to see. Then I'm going to take a look at 25. Is 48 divisible by 25? The answer is no. Then I'm going to take 16. Again, if I don't know what it is, plug it in your calculator. 48 divided by 16 is 3, which tells me that 16 is the biggest perfect square that goes into 48. So I can split this up saying this is the square root of 16 times the square root of 3. And every time I choose a number here, this wants to be a perfect square so that I can evaluate it. Now I know what the square root of 16 is because I'm looking for a number times itself to give me 16, which would be 4. So the square root of 16 is 4. And then I still have this square root of 3 that I'm multiplying by. So my answer would be 4 times the square root of 3. Then I would like you to do the try this, which is the square root of 125. So you can pause it now, unpause it when you're ready to check your answer. If you did the try this correctly, you should have gotten an answer of 5 times the square root of 5. If you have questions on it, let me know.